Let me scooch on up. Thank you for clicking on the video. Oh boy, this has been an exhausting couple weeks. If you follow the channel, you know that I have moved the whole operation, my personal life and personal living space, as well as the business space in KnightDriveTV. So it has had a lot of, I don't want to say consequences, but what we call side effects. The side effects of this move have been heavy, and I'm going to talk about that here. It's going to affect the lights, the round light shipments, the square light shipments if you have orders in, prototypes. We're going to talk a little bit about that stuff and how that's been impacted by the move, and then obviously I'm going to kind of show you guys around and get you a feel for what we've kind of moved into to hopefully to help KnightDriveTV grow with some risk. To be honest with you, there's always some risk whenever you expand and invest solely in the business. So many of you know I tried to keep it as small as I could for as long as I could, but it was literally busting at the seams. It was taking a toll on me personally and on Lace as well. So we have made the investment in more space. And so that's what we're going to talk about here today on KnightDriveTV, everything involving the lights, the future, and some business things. And so stick around. You're watching KnightDriveTV. Alrighty, for the final time, grabbing my bus. Obviously, this is a secret location. Alright, we are getting there. Trucks, well, I should say bus is running good. This is the first official thing of mine going to the new place. We got it back in here, so it fits nice. I can leave it connected if I wanted to. All right, got us a U-Haul, dropping this off. Well, we're getting everything put away. I'm trying to not separate anything. The tents, which contain the heat, the machines, the filament, everything. We're just going to use the U-Haul here to just kind of ship them all as one. See how many we can fit in here before we have to head back over. Obviously, this car has not gotten out. I have the round lights, which I'm going to put the other side on here before too long, and we're going to get that video done. But I finally get to fire up the C4s and bring them back to life, and they get to be in a garage, thank God. All right, well, had to throw Lace's car back together just temporarily so that we can drive it up to the new place. So it's running okay. It's a little unhappy. It's got new brakes on it. The battery was completely dead. It seems like it's okay now, so we're just going to get it up to the new place and continue with the move. Day 2, 3, I don't know which day I'm on. Well, it definitely was not liking the battery that was dead for a minute, but it's running fine now. It's like an old guy in the morning, Once it got moving and got a few miles on it, started feeling normal again. So, yep, we are just going to get it up to the shop here and get it put away in its new temporary spot. We're just putting it in the 3-car garage, but yep, we're going to get back to the build here shortly, but she's a runner. All right, move day. Oh boy, we got the move company here. We got a lot out of here, a lot left though. Clearing out the living room. Oh, lots to do. All right, the former KnightDriveTV office. We're getting there, all cleared out for the most part. Oh boy, big move. Got to get my wall art. That's a shower curtain, by the way, just so y'all know. Creative wall art. Get you a shower curtain, make a frame, and you got wall art. So this was the machine area, much brighter down here. Obviously got a lot of things to move, but getting cleared out. Still got the garage to do, but we're getting there. Got a big truck here with a lift gate, so that works out. So we just need to move the remaining stuff in here. Going to be a lot more organized now over in the new place, so got to keep going. So obviously just have to get some things put in place. The movers, they put some of the household stuff in here, but for the most part, you know, I've got the lift moved, if I didn't mention that, and got everything set up. There's Lash. She's coming around the corner, sneaking up on me. She always sneaks up on me like some kind of ninja, all the time. This rack back here, I kind of have this idea. I want to put all of the kind of prior 3D printers I used to use before switching. I want to have them all running here so I can make prototype wide body full assembly. So there's going to be about 15 printers on that, and that'll we're going to watch those make stuff. So obviously having a more organized area for the business itself, it is separate from our living space, and I can tell you that that is a huge relief for me. Having the business around me, obviously I have to manage the machines every day, and I have done that for 18 months. That's a daily job of resetting them. And obviously there's days here and there where we've gone out of town, the machines will stop, but for the most part they run 7 days a week. So the beauty of this situation here is that I have a fully separate space to have all the machines. The other big step forward with this property was just space to do projects on this channel that relate to the C6, which is laces, the C5 Z06. Obviously there's a lot I want to do with that, and other Corvettes, the C4s. So getting into the development process and speeding up the engineering side has been a big priority to me. Production on any lights will resume in 2 days after you're seeing this video. So that's the case there. So the rounds, I'm looking at probably the first week of October. I do have to do some finalized kind of tweaks and mods to the bracket system. That's what's going to happen. Please be patient. Obviously going through a big disruptive time, so please be patient on your lights and things like that. I super appreciate your support as always. Throw me an email. If I miss your email, send me another one. Occasionally I do miss one because I get so many. So that being said, I have a lot backed up in the sense of I just want to get current on the rounds and get current on the squares so that I can attack the few things that I want to do before the end of the year. So that being, I have this one thing that I have planned, and we'll see that soon, and then I have this other thing planned. Let's just suffice to say I have 2 more C5 products that I really want to show you guys before the end of the year. C4 headlights are 50% there. I haven't shown any of it because it's been kind of a battle, and again I needed space. Now I have it. You'll see more of that. And I have some products coming out for C4, like C4 ZR1, some weird stuff. So let me kind of give you a walk around. The bus is here now. A lot of you guys haven't seen the bus because it's been stored off site, but this is a huge step forward, but the business is required now. If the business doesn't succeed, this whole existence here doesn't succeed. So yes, just coming outside, I mean, we have this great spot, which you've seen by the bus. We now have obviously tons of driveway. I mean, I could fit cars front to back, and I mean, I can't imagine. I could probably have 10 cars in this driveway. Obviously have the 3 car is what it's referred to, but we could easily fit 5 side by side. We've got some things that were left here, this table and whatnot. But we can easily fit 5 in here, and I mean, just the depth of this 3 car is huge. So you can see how much room I have in the front and the back of the cars. I mean, this is a very big space. So it's a huge upgrade for me. Man, I'm pumped about it. And so I'm probably going to put some detailing stuff and just kind of keep this more of a clean space. Those roof racks that I had at the other place, I'm going to put up here, but just the ceiling height alone is much higher. They tucked all the door openers, so I could put a stacker lift in here at some point if I wanted to. But it's very, very helpful. Obviously, this leads out to where the bus is, and like I said, I mean, just basic car trailer. You've seen this in other videos, just kind of charging up my solar system there. But got a good backyard here. Obviously lots of good grass, and I had rocks behind my other house, so I think this is an apricot tree, apple. This is a plum tree here. So lots of options, but just from the back of the house, I mean, it's so the main house it's like a ranch style, and so it's very spread out, very large floor plan, things like that. So it's really nice. It's like just under 4,000 square feet, I believe. But this building is detached. This is where the shop space is. So this is kind of the ability to have that separation from the businesses. It has many benefits. This is interesting. This is a door to the master bath, which is pretty interesting. I guess if you had a hot tub out here or something like that. But I like that everything's gated and divided. You can separate off, so I can kind of restrict where the dog goes and whatnot. Obviously coming into here, sorry for the flicker, that's from the LEDs, but LED lighting, big door, 12-foot door. Had the 2-post here, which is already in place. Got my 4-post here. It's not the biggest place, but I mean, it's more than what I need. And when you combine this with the other garage, obviously it's quite a bit. So because of the high ceiling, you've got this incredible staircase. Let's run up here. So this is where one machine room is. We have 28 machines in here, all running. We got one clogged there, but they are running at this point. They're actually finished and need reset, but just using an exhaust fan, but yeah, configured well, easy to work on. So this will be a build area. Obviously this is like an apartment, basically, like a 3-bedroom apartment. And we're doing some inventory stuff in here. I'm gonna have a couple more racks in here, another set of machines, but just some open space, 2 build desks. And we just have a lot more room for inventory. This is another room. I just have some of these earlier printers, some things stored in here. This is mostly all car parts for projects and things. We have a bathroom up here. Obviously a lot of walking, but the cool thing about this place, which I thought was amazing, was there's outlets along the walls, all sides, outlet, 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 everywhere. So I don't need to put in like power strips, things like that. Have plenty of ceiling height, and there's 400 amp service here. So there's just no shortage. Every one of those rooms upstairs is on an individual circuit. Usually, you know, you would think half the place is on one circuit, but it's just so divided. So I can put machines in those rooms, super safe, and it really works out well. So the property is on a corner, and so that allows kind of 2 separate areas. So this area here, this is the main garage door for this shop space. It's 12 feet. Pretty cool. As you can see, kind of has a gate. So I can have the gate shut, have the door open, no big deal there. And as you can see, this is kind of the side yard, side profile of the house and whatnot. So yeah, it's a really nice place for me. So yeah, just being real though, I mean, it's, you know, this was unexpected in some senses. Obviously when, you know, forces combine and, you know, the signs are there oftentimes that tell me to move to the next step. Like I said, whether it's negativity or whether it's just, you know, HOAs and people putting pressure on you and things like that, you know, I kind of had this encouragement to go to the next step. So, you know, I feel good about it, but it's like, you know, it's amazing to come into a place and we found this, like right when we looked for it. It was super easy to make happen in terms of, you know, making a deal and stuff like that. So it's like you just know when things are on the right track and on the right path. And, you know, when doors open, I go through them. Obviously, there's more risk here. This is, you know, in the other house, you know, we had that house already. So when I started KnightDriveTV, the product side, we already afforded that. We already lived in that house. There was no issue there. So my overhead and costs were low. I was to the point to where I needed to get either a shop space or do something else. And so either way, there was going to come a cost. And in Vegas, you know, shop spaces are like $3,000 a month, $2,500. So either way, I was going to spend that. So in this sense, I've spent it to invest in the same location, more quality of life, no commute, no costs associated with that. And, you know, but all the risk is here. So if KnightDriveTV goes down, you know, I go down. And so, you know, it's the nature of the game. I've done it before. And as with all things, I deal with it as it comes. and I just got to keep on chugging. So I wake up in a place, feels great to me. I mean, if any of you guys have followed the channel, you know that I've lived in, abandoned trailers, and I lived in a car for 2 years, and I've lived in garages, and and I've been happy in all those places. I've been able to find happiness in all situations. So this stuff is not, to me, doesn't symbolize a quality of life or anything like that. It's just in this particular city, to get this kind of space with this garage, this is the type of property you have to acquire, and you either can afford it or you can't. And of course, I can go back east and I can spend a lot less money. I think about it all the time, but there's just a quality of life, and I have to wake up every day and feel good so I can keep pushing myself and things. So I just want to thank everybody on the channel and everybody that's followed KnightDriveTV. It's not a huge channel, but the support is out there, and you guys are always sending me messages, and it gets exhausting at times, but I wouldn't change it, because it's just cool to have this kind of community sense of me making parts, home-based business, coming up from nothing, and I just like to do it, and hopefully it inspires somebody to do something like this, or start businesses, or just pursue your dreams and pursue the kind of thing you want to do in life, because that's what I've always done. I always just I didn't have a choice in some ways, because I didn't have an education and things like that, but cars have given me a life always, and it's just such a great hobby, and Corvette's just an awesome genre. So I thank you guys for watching as always, and I will catch you on the next one.